Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's go over a premium hard database question that I just solved on my own. So I'm super happy about this and I'm very glad that I was able to come up with my own solution to this question without any assistance. So let me show you how I did it and let's go over it. So this one's find circular gift exchange chains 3401. Basically the is pretty explanatory. So you have these chains and you have the giver ID and the receiver ID. So basically what I did is create a dictionary and you can study the examples, but basically I started iterating over the giver ID, secret Santa giver ID. So then the receiver ID is secret Santa receiver ID of I. So basically, if you notice the pattern, we're looking for the receiver ID to be already in the dictionary because this is going to be the key and this is the value. So we're going to say if our ID is in our dictionary, then we're going to start our thing over. Otherwise, we're going to put the giver ID and the receiver ID. And in this case, let's print dictionary, and then we're going to clear the dictionary. So receiver ID of I. Oh, E of I. Cool. So you can see that's kind of a weird chain, and let's get the gift value. And so the chain ID and then the total gift value. So the gift value, we're just going to add the gift value. So secret Santa gift value of I. So let's actually print the gift value. And then what is important is we have to reset the gift value back to 0 because a chain starts over, and we first have to add the current gift value. So I'm just trying to make it look like the examples. Cool. So now we can see the chain ID is just going to be count in ascending order. So count plus equals to 1. And that goes from 1. So let's go ahead and get the count. Okay, and then here the count is supposed to be reset to 0, I think. So the chain ID is just supposed to be every time we have this. Then let's go ahead and increment it. So the count, let's go ahead and do it like this. 4 and 2, that's not correct. So, well, first of all, let's get the chain length. So the chain length is just going to be how many elements, the total thing together. So basically 2 here, 3 unique characters. So let's see, UC for K and D, UC dot add K. We're going to make this a set, and then UC dot add DK because this is just a one-to-one relationship, not a default dict. And then let's print count D GV. Actually, let's print the length of UC and then GV just to make it match up. Let's do that here. Okay, so cool. So you can see we have that. We just need the chain ID, which is just going to be the count. I guess this can start at 0. 2 and 2, no. Let's just make this simple because this is a bit overcomplicated. And let's say the count is just going to be, so in the first time Then we can increment the count. We don't do it outside because that's only when we're done. But then we can reset this back to 1. There we go. Cool. So now we have everything we need. So we can just go ahead and append that to answer. So count length of UC and then GV. And then this part gets a little weird because they ask you to sort by the chain length in descending order. And it took me a bunch of trial and error to figure out. But basically, negative x1, negative x2, because this is supposed to be the chain length, and then the total gift value descending, and then let's make 3 lists for A and answer. 1.append A0, 2.append A1, 3.append A2, data frame, result of chain ID, 1, chain length 2, and total gift value to 3, and then we return it. Okay? So you can notice that we still need to sort this, so I just said, let me just do 1.sort to make sure that's also sorted, even though it doesn't mention that. And then also, we can't have the total gift value twice, so let's say used. And so if the gift value is not in used, then we can do this, and then use.add gift value. And cool, so the chain ID is wrong now, but everything else looks correct. Okay, so the chain value, should we start this at 1? And then maybe we just increment like this? No. So, you know what? That just makes it easier. Let me just do this. So for I in range 1, length of 1. So 1 of I is equal to 1 I minus 1 plus 1. This is just my own little workaround. Okay, cool. So let's submit this. And there you go. Passes all test cases. So again, I'm super happy that I was able to come up with my own solution to this question without any assistance and solve it completely on my own. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.